Buenas tardes, chicos, chicas, iguanas. Aquí está la gatoguesa, hamburgata, whatever we call this thing. Hola, horas de oficina, español uno. These are your office hours. Should be a short video, you guys. And here we go. Hoy es martes para periodo 5 y miércoles para periodo 6. What is happening, you guys? How are we doing? ¿Cómo estamos? First of all, I did mention a couple of these things in your video for the class time today. So some of the things I'm saying in the first part of this video, perdóneme, will be repeated from the video that you have already seen, but I thought this way I'm making sure everybody hears it, hopefully. Just reminding you guys, this is from now on, we're pass, no pass. Classes, all your classes will be pass, no pass, and again, the district will explain more about that as time goes on. Don't forget, you guys, to get me your attendance, your 2 words for the day, the 2 words from the class video that you've already seen at your 5th period. Some of you have already sent it. Awesome. Remember, you should send that within the first couple of days, because I have to take your attendance by the end of the week. And again, I'm not going to try to track you down like I did last time and make sure that you saw it. Make sure you get those words to me right away, just in the subject line. No email necessary unless you want to. That's super important, you guys. I know I've said that a few times. Super important. Muy importante. Increíblemente importante, but it really is. So please do that. Submitting your work, many of you have already submitted work, and some of you are confused on how to do it, and I'm sorry that I didn't tell you earlier. I guess sometimes I assume that you guys all know how to do this techie stuff that I don't even know how to do, and many of you do, but some of you don't. So I actually reached out to James in Periodo 5, and he walked me through it, and he is also going to send me, I think, a recording on how to do it. So if what I tell you is not clear, sorry, lo siento, I'm doing it from my notes that I took from James. James was very clear, and hopefully I will be too. But again, if it's still confusing, 2 things. I'm going to send an email later today that tells you how to do it step by step. So if you don't catch it here, you can do it looking at the email. Please look at it. And if I need to make it more clear after that, I will do that. Sorry if that's been frustrating for some of you guys. Some of you probably too have taught to friends of yours, amigos en el teléfono, and gone, how do I do this? That's another way to do it. There's various ways to submit work on Schooloop, but this is the one way that is going to work for hopefully everybody. So I'm going to talk about that at the very end. So just reminding you, hang in there for that in just about 2 minutes, 2 minutos. I said this earlier in the other video, don't forget that I'm going to put oral practices, the paired oral work that you normally do in class with your compañero or compañera. There'll be nothing to submit if you just do them out loud with just yourself. Or I think I mentioned the ardilla, the squirrel. Yes, you could do that too. And there he is again. But you need to do those oral practices and figure out how you would work that out. Again, if you want to Zoom a friend of yours and do that with a friend on Zoom, that'd be awesome. At the very least, do them by yourself. There's nothing to submit, though. But those things are going to help you, especially now that you just learned the O to UE stem changing verbs, like poder, almorzar, costar. There's a couple more, encontrar. So now that you've learned how to do them and you're going to practice writing all the conjugations, you have to go really slowly. Make sure you do all the O to UE conjugations in all the forms except for the nosotros and the vosotros. Those won't have the stem change. They'll stay with the O. Make sure you'll see this in you probably have already seen it in your assignments. So in order to do that well, write those correctly in your workbook pages, which are part of your assignment for this week. You're probably going to need to practice saying them out loud. Yo almuerzo con mi amiga María. ¿Tú puedes tocar la guitarra? You can play the guitar. The first one was I'm having lunch with María, right? So you're going to need to hear yourself saying them because we're not getting that practice in clase. So please do the paired work. It's called paired work, but you'll be doing it you and somebody else, or just you and you, 2-2. Also in your school locker, I will put extra work for anybody that wants to do any extra work. And there's nothing to submit from any of that. It's just other links to give you more practice with things, helpful links, kind of fun things. These are for people that want to go above and beyond, and I know a lot of you guys do. But nothing to submit. It's extra work, optional. Don't forget ClassZone, you guys. Watch in ClassZone. All you have to do is type in ClassZone.com. That's not accessing your book online. That's just typing just that in, ClassZone.com, and click on the unit 4.2, and you can do practice quizzes. You can see the vocab, flashcards. You can see the videos and the telehistorias, which you really should be watching those because those help with the vocab input. Let's see. Culture. I don't want us to forget about cultura because there's some really cool things in the book about culture in this unit. So I'm going to put those in your assignments to read those pages, but again, there's nothing to submit. But don't skip them because they are important. The one I want you to read about mercados, open air markets in Chichicastenango. Chichicastenango. It's an interesting named town in Guatemala, and I have actually been to their market. It's world famous. Super amazing, super colorful. In fact, I used to have a postcard up here of that particular market, Chichicastenango, but I pulled it down because I'm trying to clean up my room for the summer. So I'm going to run through how you should submit your work on School Loop. And again, I'll write this down and send you an email too. So I was told by Jaime to go from your phone, your teléfono, and don't use the app, the School Loop app. Just go directly from your phone and look up School Loop Holmes Junior High. Click the link to log in. Scroll to the bottom of the page. Hope I'm not missing anything. Scroll to the bottom of the page, and he said click on the button that says View Full Website. Start an email, and then you will have already taken a picture from your phone prior to that, right? Picture of the workbook or the libreta, whatever the assignment is. You would have had to already take the picture. And then once you've started the email, just attach the pictures from your phone. That has worked for him, and it's worked for many students. So I'm sticking with that. And I think that's it for today, you guys. Hope you're doing okay. Hace sol hoy, ¿no? Es un día muy bonito. Muchos de ustedes pasean. Many of you guys are probably taking walks. Practican deportes. Maybe you're playing sports outside. Hablan por teléfono. Tal vez, perhaps, ustedes hacen su tarea. Escuchan a sus profesoras y profesores en sus horas de oficina, on their office hours. Tal vez, maybe also you guys are miran la televisión un poco, escuchan música, ¿no? No se olviden de las conjugaciones. Don't forget your present tense conjugations, you guys. Practíquenlos. Make sure you practice them. ¿Qué más? What else might you be doing? Comiendo. Well, I'm using a different form. Let me back up. Ustedes comen en casa y preparan las comidas y hacen quehaceres. You're probably doing some chores at home too para sus padres. Bueno, yo también corro. I've been running. Paseo mucho en el arboreto, in the arboretum de UC Davis y en mi vecindad, in my neighborhood in Woodland. Hago senderismo. I've been doing quite a bit of hiking. Y trabajo en mis clases. Trabajo mucho. Leo sus correos electrónicos. Y hablo con mis amigos por teléfono. ¿Y qué más? Leo bastante. Leo unos libros muy interesantes. Bueno, es todo. This was menos de 10 minutos, under 10 minutes. Mándenme, please send me un correo electrónico si tienen más preguntas. Es todo. Hasta luego. Hasta la semana próxima. See you guys next week. Adiós. Adiós. Oh, so fun to do. So fun. COVID is so frustrating. Es frustrante, ¿no? It's okay. We'll get through this. Vamos a sobrevivir. Hasta.